I'd like to thank the PWF for giving me this opportunity at that Florida heavyweight title. And as for you, Perez, you're going to sleep.
Steve Wally Gator Kern, today's going to be your lucky day. You get to take the spin from the Florida title holder.
Well, thank you. Thank you so very, very much, and welcome once again to Florida Championship Wrestling. And what a program we've got in store for you. First of all, as we told you last week, the Florida Heavyweight Championship goes on the line. One fall, 20-minute time limit. Al Perez defending that title against the former champion Steve Gator Kern. At the end of the program, we're going to have a six-man tag team match. We're going to be seeing the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez, in action. And we'll be seeing the new Johnny Ace, just to name a few of the great matches that will take place during this next hour on Florida Championship Wrestling. And joining me here at the podium for the first match, this Florida Heavyweight Championship, is the Professional Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion, the American Dream, Dusty Rhoads.
Well, Gunn, it's always a great honor and privilege to be out here with God and Soul and Professional Wrestling Federation, Florida Championship Wrestling. The match with Gator Kern today is the turning point of Gator Kern's career. This is an opportunity to be a champion. He's always been a champion. It's an opportunity for Gator Kern to rise above because Al Perez is a tremendous competitor. I'm looking for a great match.
Well, I will say this, too. Obviously, it's going to put the winner of this match in #1 contention for a match with Dusty Rhoads for the Professional Wrestling Federation Championship. And speaking of the Professional Wrestling Federation, let's move on to Diamond Dallas Page, NRC Randy Roberts, the president of PWF.
That's right, baby. Diamond Dallas Page here, back from a sellout tour, baby, of our man, the Bullet Boys. That's right, the hottest band in the land in Miami. But I just wasn't in Miami checking out the rock and roll, baby. I was setting up more important things. I'm talking about the big victory celebration for the Diamond Exchange at the Homecoming 2 in Miami, May 6th, Saturday night. Here with me right now is my very good friend, my main man, Rockin' Randy Roberts, the president of the PWF. What's happening on this great big night coming out, baby?
Well, Dallas, next week I'm going to have some very important announcements about Homecoming 2, which will be held at the Knight Center in Miami on May 6th. We have signed so far the AWA champion Larry Zbyszko to defend his title that night. We have also signed the Women's International champion Wendy Richter will defend her title that night. I have also under negotiations to sign what very possibly can be the grudge match of the century for Homecoming 2. Right now, though, I'm concerned about the match that's about to take place here on TV between the Florida State champion, Al Perez, defending against Steve Gator Kern, because undoubtedly the winner of this match will be the #1 contender for the PWF championship.
The bottom line is, Rockin' Randy, I know it, you know it, the Diamond Exchange knows it, my man Al Perez knows who's going to be winning right here. Let's go to the ring for this. It's going to be one B-A-double-D bad match right here. Woo! Good God, baby.
One fall, 20-minute time limit now. Al Perez is currently the Florida heavyweight champion, taking on the challenge of the former champion, Steve Gator Kern. Dusty, while they're getting ready, how about an update on your son, Dustin?
Well, God, you know, Dustin has become a tremendous athlete and a great professional wrestler. 2 more weeks, he's going to be laid up with that bad leg, but I know one thing, that he wants that opportunity back at Terry Funk. If Terry Funk come on television and said, Dusty Rhoads, I want you in that dreaded Texas chain match. Well, I got something for Terry Funk, but right here we're starting one of the greatest competitive matches in the history of Florida Championship Wrestling, Professional Wrestling Federation.
All right, here you have it. 2 men now. Steve Kern holds a slight edge in experience here, but he's facing a very tough man in Al Perez, and this, in a sense, is a crosstown rivalry. All right, they lock up collar and elbow once again. It's Steve Kern, the challenger, getting a full-arm drag and twist. Good reversal by Perez now. Once again, in case you just tuned in, the Florida Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Perez in the black trunks with the white boots is the Florida heavyweight champion. There you see Sir Oliver Humperdinck, who accompanied Perez at ringside, and I sure hope he's there purely as an observer, frankly.
Well, God, you know I've known Sir Oliver Humperdinck a long time. You see right here, the Stephen Kern to get himself the head scissor applied to the head of the Florida heavyweight champion. This is a great opportunity for Steve Kern, a great athlete that he is, to really climb that ladder. If Steve Kern defends, to be more in my great opportunity to wrestle Steve Kern or Al Perez, either one, for that prestigious Professional Wrestling Federation heavyweight title. You're going to see some great moves right here, the takedowns. Steve Kern controlling the arm, controlling the situation. Gordon, as you know, you've seen many great matches before, but this one sets out to be a real thunder fire, baby.
It does indeed. A beautiful fireman carry that took Perez to the canvas. They battle their way back to their feet. Perez drives a shoulder to the midsection. And I have a hunch he had part of a fist in there as well just then. Good reversal by Steve Kern has Perez back to the canvas once again. And Kern is carrying the battle to him.
Well, I think right here the opportunity, I know in so many title defenses that I've had and going after so many titles, that in this situation right here, Al Perez, of course, is a defensive wrestler. When you're the champion, you are wrestling on the defense. Steve Kern needs to break him down, brother. He needs to break him down and hang on to that arm as the best he can and try to break him down to win this match. This could be the big spin against the sweeper, could be called. Tremendous activity throughout the Professional Wrestling Federation, throughout the country, and Florida Championship Wrestling is on fire. You know myself going to Clewiston and down in Homestead and say hello to all my people down in Miami, looking for homecoming too at Fort Lauderdale. Look at this, great maneuvers right here. Steve right there, got a pin on him maybe. Oh! Excuse me if I get just
That's
a
all
little
right.
bit excited.
That's all right. Backslide there, and Al Perez slipped away, missed with a hard, crushing right hand. And the atomic knee drop by Steve Kern. And Mickey J., our official, in the ring, a count of 2 and a near fall. And Perez, the champion, tries to break the momentum. Much like...
I tell you, God, not to interrupt you, I'm a little biased here. Gator Kern is one of my own, you know what I mean? I mean, he's in there, this opportunity. Great condition athlete. You take a look at these two athletes right here. This is what Florida Championship Wrestling, Professional Wrestling Federation is all about. The great athletes that Randy Roberts is drafting into this area is right here. You see now that Al Perez took a chance to take a hold of Steve Kern, turning the tide of battle, maybe so, if you will.
Well, it's Perez now taking some shortcuts here with Steve Gator Kern, putting that foot into the throat of Kern, trying to shut off that oxygen supply. And once again, it's Kern coming up a little bit slow. The quick snap mare takes Kern back to the canvas again. Perez crashes down, but Kern rolls to one side.
I'll tell you what, God, I'll say the Gator Kern, both Al Perez knows the importance of this match, the national importance of this match, because the Florida heavyweight title has been won by more great heavyweight champions than any other title throughout this country. This is the second single greatest title in the land. The great champions, the Mike Grahams, the Jack Briscoes, the Harley Races, the Terry Funks, the Dusty Rhodes, the Dory Funk Jr. The list is endless of who has held this title. Steve Kern has held this title on numerous occasions. This opportunity here for the Gator man to take a hold of that, as you see, broke him down, working on that arm, baby, breaking him down. Watch the Oliver Humperdinck, baby. Easy, brother. Easy, brother. Easy, brother. Easy, brother.
Referee calls for the break. He calls for the break, and so Perez backs away, and I think Perez was anxious to back away on that one, frankly. Time is on Perez's side because this is television, special sanctioned by the PWF. This match is one fall, 20-minute time limit, the Florida title on the line. So if Perez so chooses, he could get on his bicycle and try and stay away from Steve Gator Kern. At the onset of this match, he appeared to be very anxious, but he might be losing some of that desire right now as Kern continues to close in on him.
Well, God, I tell you, I know that the fans are excited throughout the country, watching in their living room right now. This tremendous program going on today. When you started out with the Florida heavyweight title match on the line, brother, you're going to have a bang-up show right here, Steve. Go on, get on down with him, brother.
Kern up and over his man. Perez tried to drop toe hold, but his Kern tripped up and outside the ring. And so Al Perez now as the challenger outside, and Perez following him out.
This poor man gets hurt out here when you get outside that square circle. Al Perez is a tremendous athlete, but he knows how to take advantage. Remind me of Dory Funk Jr. just a little bit. He knew when to take advantage. Right here, no, baby, no. The hello. I'll tell you what, that will crack your back, make your liver quiver, and your knees freeze, incidentally, in public if you will.
Perez very cleverly rolling back into the ring. You notice Humperdinck, the shadow of Humperdinck, hovering nearby. And it's Perez now putting a bear hug on him and then driving Kern back into the ring apron, catching the ring side, and causing a lot of punishment down around the lower back area.
I got my eye on that one old red-headed rooster, too. I got my funky like a monkey eye on him, baby.
The crowd picking up the chant now for Steve Kern, and Kern slowly coming back into the ring. Al Perez had broken the count a couple of times. And it is Al Perez now. Big forearm across the thoracic area, then a hard right hand to the side of the jaw of Steve Kern. And now it's Perez lending a helping hand to bring Kern back into the ring. And a high vertical suplex.
Come on, Steven, you got to reach down for it now. Reach down for it. Come on, baby.
Kern powers out. We're going to have to...
oh, man.
We're going to have to cut away for just a moment.
I'll tell you what, take it to him, Steven. Come on, Steven, you got to fight up, baby.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with more action here in this Florida heavyweight title match. Steve Kern against the champion, Al Perez. We'll be right back. Steve Kern continues the battle back in this battle for the Florida Heavyweight Championship. It is the Florida Heavyweight title on the line, and Steve Kern attempting a pinfall here on the champion, Al Perez. Perez in the white boots and black trunks. With me, of course, is the American Dream, Dusty Rhoads, the Professional Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion. Obviously scouting this match because one of these two men is obviously going to be your next opponent.
Well, I'll tell you what, while we were way at the break there, Steve Kern tried just a couple times to reach way down and grab for it. He's in dire straits right now. Come on, baby. Right there. Referee, look up and see the rope. Man, I just get just a little bit excited because the bottom line is Steve got to reach down and know what this is all for, and I know it does. He has lived his life to be a champion, and Professional Wrestling Federation has got the greatest athletes in the world right here, baby, live and in color. Come on, Steven. Come on, Gator.
Irish whip and a good reversal by the Gator. The Gator charges in, and Al Perez ducks to one side. And this match is really beginning to take its toll, and oh, brother, Perez caught him low in the abdomen that time. Perez closing in on his man. Remember, time is on Perez's side. This match is one fall, 20-minute time limit.
Well, you know, God, yourself, like I said earlier, I think Al Perez's main streak here is to control Stephen Kern to get the Gator down to the point of where he can go for the helicopter, the big spin, brother. Haven't seen no men walk away from that without a defeat in their hands. And Steve Kern got to fire back and snatch that old sweeper and put him to Betty by live and in color on this television, going throughout this country, Europe, and the world, baby. Come on, Steve, you got to fire up right here. Got to watch it there, watch it there, watch it there.
And it is just out of camera range. Sir Oliver Humperdinck almost threw a punch at Kern, and he heard the American Dream issue that warning and backed away in a wise move, in my opinion. And Kern drives an elbow right into the midsection of Al Perez. Kern catches him a boot to the midsection. A headbutt that puts Perez back and a little bit rocky. He's a little rocky. He crossed his running lights with that headbutt, catches him in the pit of the stomach again, and then one to the side of the head. Dangerously close to the temple on that strike.
Well, Steve, right now, he's getting ready to get a little wind back in him here. Great condition athlete. Right here, that's a big old suplex. Right there, got to turn to go for the pin here now. Gator got to get right with himself right here, brother, because he got the opportunity to drop a big hammer on him. Oh, low is me. I mean, low is me. That hurts them two cheeks that you sat on, Daddy.
It does indeed, and Perez a roll out of the way, and so Kern, feeling that jarring blow to the vertebrae, now is caught again in Perez. Setting him for that atomic knee drop, jars the spine once again.
That'll break you down in a hard, lonesome way right there, brother. Come on, baby, get up now. Reach back, Steven. Come on, Steven. Come on, baby. Come on, Steve.
A very excited Dusty Rhoads and a very partisan Dusty Rhoads, hoping, of course, that Steve Kern will Garner, he's got the sleeper hold. He's got, and Perez made it.
Brother, I mean, that was close to the essential needed for an ending to this situation. Yeah, jump in on him there, give me
Double
three.
cradle. And again, at 2 count, Perez powered out. Perez with extremely powerful legs. Perez.
Oh, yeah. He tried for the spin. He went for the spin right there. Good counter now. Crank on him.
Went for that chopper spin, and he misses that time, and Kern goes back with a sleeper hold.
Got a hook.
Kern's got that sleeper hold, and Al Perez in desperation now. That forearm coming across the... Rooster trying to get into the... Oh, wait a minute.
What is this?
Manny Fernandez just came in and caught Kern from behind with a steel chair. Wait a minute, Dusty, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Dusty Rhoads just left here. And wait a minute, Rhoads is stopping the count. Rhoads stopping the count. Here comes Manny Fernandez, and it's Dusty Rhoads and Manny Fernandez now. Battling it out. The referee's called for the bell. Rhoads connects with a hard right hand, another hard right hand. The Raging Bull has been caught. And now it's Al Perez catching Rhoads from behind. Referee Mickey J thrown out of the ring. And it is Rhoads, caught by the Raging Bull. And Sir Oliver Humperdinck, the Raging Bull, and Al Perez very much in charge of the situation now, as the American Dream was caught and dropped to the canvas. And now Perez comes off that big double-barrel sledgehammer, catching Rhoads across the skull. And now, oh, wait a minute. What are they doing? Oh, come on. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Oh, man, Rhoads went in there to take care of an injustice that the referee was unaware of. And the Raging Bull, Al Perez, there you see it, dropped to the canvas by Al Perez after the Raging Bull had caught him, and Dusty is down and stunned. And now, well, I'm telling you, look at this. A slow 1, 2, 3. Well, that's disgusting. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, that took a lot of courage on the part of those two guys and Sir Oliver Humperdinck to jump on Dusty Rhoads. He was trying to correct an obvious wrong, and...
Let me tell you something. I ain't got nothing against fat women, but that's another fat woman sitting over there. And the bottom line now, oh, yeah, you got my damn attention. Al Perez and the Raging Bull, you got my damn attention. Never have I been embarrassed on national TV like that in my life. 3-time World Heavyweight Champion, Professional Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion. Al Perez, you tell your stooge, Manny the Raging Bull Fernandez, you got to deal with me. You want this title? Let lover. You come love on this American Dream one time. Thanks been here for you. Because now then, you, my friend, have bit off more than you can chew, because I'm going to tear your ears off and jam them up when the sun don't shine. That's the bottom line.
You know, I've known Dusty for a number of years. I've never seen him this irate when you stop to think about it. When was the last time or the first time you ever saw him pinned in the ring? But it took 3, count 'em, 3 to do it. I don't think either one of those men will be able to do it by themselves. Let's go to the ring for our next match, shall we? We've got the new Johnny Ace coming out.
I can't be any happier. I'll tell you, that was the highlight of my life. You ever seen Dusty Rhoads pinned right in the middle of the square circle over to 1, 2, 3? Woo!
Mr. Page, you don't have much to be proud of if you had anything to do with that whatsoever. I'll guarantee you one thing.
I'm elated.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, it's like it was said in Tora, Tora, Tora. They may have awakened a sleeping giant, because I've seen Dusty mad, but I've never seen him so intense. All right, let's go to some comments. Here you're seeing the new Johnny Ace, and he's having his problems with the Gladiator. But Johnny Ace had some previous comments that I think certainly bear listening to at this point in time.
People are calling me the new Johnny Ace. Well, I'm not the new Johnny Ace, and I'm not the old Johnny Ace. I'm Johnny Ace, and I'm doing things my own way. I'm gonna rock, I wanna rock, I wanna rock, I wanna rock and roll over anybody who gets in my way. Johnny Ace, 4 aces.
I think he told you right there, Gordon, that he's not the new Johnny Ace. He is just Johnny Ace. And he's gonna rock and roll. I guess that's what his rock and roll music's all about now.
I'll tell you what, Johnny Ace got him with a beautiful drop kick coming off that corner, and so the Gladiator decides to think twice about this, move outside the ring, break the concentration of Johnny Ace.
As far as I'm concerned, he made a mistake leaving the Terminator. That was to the backbone of the brains and the brawn. Got to do a lot of proving to himself now.
Well, after what we saw happen regarding the Florida Tag Team Championship, I, for one, think Johnny Ace is doing exactly the right thing. Ace overhooking the head now. Brings the Gladiator back into the ring.
Keep talking.
Quick high vertical suplex. And it's the Gladiator driving a knee to the midsection of Johnny Ace. Full arm drag and twist on Ace. I'd like to remind all of you, of course, that we'll be seeing you, for those of you in the Tampa Bay area, we'll be seeing you tomorrow night in Dade City. That'll be tomorrow night in Dade City. Beautiful wing over takedown by Johnny Ace. The Gladiator's got his problem. Johnny Ace asking the referee to check with the Gladiator, see if he wants to concede this match. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit.
I tell you, Gordon, I'm a little surprised that Ace took on someone with such brawn. Oh! With such brawn after alleviating himself from the Terminator. I thought he'd be going for some of the less meatier opponents. Oh!
Well, Johnny Ace is afraid of no man, I'll tell you that much right now. And looked like he was going for a snap mare, then took the forward neck breaker. And that finished him off. That finished him off. All right, I'll tell you what, we've got some very important words upcoming, so let's give a listen, shall we? A truly historic night of wrestling is coming to Miami in the Convention Center, the Knight Center, on Saturday, May 6th. It is the Homecoming 2. Advance tickets are available at all Ticketmaster locations. You may call 654-3309, and I strongly urge you to do so immediately. And then Florida Championship Wrestling in Homestead at the high school, Friday, April 28th, 8 p.m. For ticket information, call 245-7000. And then Fort Lauderdale, the War Memorial Auditorium, Wednesday, April 19th. Match time is 8 p.m. Advance tickets are now available at all Ticketmaster locations. 523-3309. 6 championship wrestling events featuring Johnny Ace, Mike Graham, the Terminator, and including a Florida heavyweight tag team title match, the Southern Force, Black Bart and Hangman Bobby Jaggers, against Steve Gator Kern and Big Scott Hall. In a tape fist match, the Big Steel Man with Sir Oliver Humperdinck against Dick Slater. And then in the main event, the Professional Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship, Al Perez challenging the American Dream, Dusty Rhoads. Well, Scott Hall has joined me right now, a very, very great opportunity.
Well, you know, Gordon, things are heating up down south in Fort Lauderdale, and there's no better place for it to happen. The Southern Force, you got to hand it to them. They came down and said they were going to win the belts, and they find themselves at the top of the heap, the Florida Tag Team Champions. Well, there's 2 other boys from the south, Scott Hall and Gator Kern, who are coming at you head up. And one thing to remember, everybody knows no workhorses can run with Southern-born, Southern-bred thoroughbreds.
All right, and of course, right after the match, I know you're going to be watching that title.
Well, Gordon, I'm going to pull up a chair and watch the Dream take it right to the Latin heartthrob, and everybody's going to be there excited about it.
Well, Sir Oliver Humperdinck and his entourage have some comments.
Some big dates coming up. May 6th, the big homecoming in Miami at the Knight Center, a night to be remembered by everybody. Also, April 28th in Homestead, Florida, you're going to see the whole group. But let's talk about Wednesday night, April 19th, right here in Fort Lauderdale at the War Memorial, when you put the belts on the line. It's so soon.
Well, let me tell you something, Hump. You know what the age-old additive is? Everybody wants to know in the world what that dog's going to do that's chasing your car down the road. And that's what you are, Gator Kern and Scott Hall. You're a couple old mongrel dogs chasing a great big Cadillac when you're chasing Bart Nye. Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen. And with War Memorial Coliseum right there, brother, we're going to see what the mongrel does when he catches a Cadillac. We're going to see just what you're going to do when you catch us.
That's exactly right. And then tape them up good and tight. Dick Slater, you stupid man, you. You're going to have to fight this man right here and tape him up nice and tight because we're going to be ready.
Slater, I'm going to rip your head right off your shoulders.
And then to cap the whole evening off, our good friend Al Perez, the Florida heavyweight champion.
You see this, Dusty? He's already the Florida champion. That's right, baby. The Florida heavyweight. And he's going to take your gold, too, baby. We already got 1, 2, 3, and we want yours in Fort Lauderdale. Woo!
Well, we're going to find out
What a
on
bunch
that.
of loudmouths, huh?
Yeah. Wednesday night, the 19th.
The whole thing of it is I live and I breathe and I thrive in the danger zone. You see what I mean? When you tape up these fists and there's no rules and the only way to win is knock a man out, then I say, why to myself, why would I sign such a match with a man that's 400 pounds and got muscles sticking out of everywhere? It's because I want that 5 minutes with that no-good, low-down dog, Sir Oliver Humperdinck. And they say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get my hands on Humperdinck. I'm going to knock out the steel man right there at Fort Lauderdale War Memorial, Wednesday.
Waiting now for the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez, to arrive in the ring. He's going up against Rick Diamond. And there's the music indicating Sir Oliver Humperdinck and the Bull are on their way.
What a job. What a display Manny just did before out in the ring here earlier in the show, man. I say I'm so proud of him.
You're proud of a backstabber?
I didn't see him backstab at all. So reach right down there and show the world 1, 2, 3. Al Perez, the future, is right now the uncrowned Professional Wrestling Federation champion.
Oh,
right
come
now,
on,
right now,
Paige,
today.
don't be ridiculous. 3 guys on Dusty took him in civilian
What
clothing.
was Dusty doing in the ring to begin
He
with?
was
That's what I
merely
wanna
trying
know.
to stop a travesty of
Right.
justice. Side headlock by Rick Diamond.
Oh, good God!
Man, he took off like he was coming off Cape Canaveral. Chop into the chest by the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. Fernandez is about as double tough a man as I've ever seen in the ring. He is of Mexican heritage, was an outstanding competitor all the way through high school and college.
I think
Diamond.
it's the Diamond there. It's going to be like shooting spitballs at a battleship for him when it comes to the bull, and that ain't no bull.
Might be a likely candidate for your diamond exchange.
Oh, hardly. Now, the bull, that's a whole other story. You see the hump, right? Oh, God.
Beautiful lariat by Fernandez, and Fernandez very quickly to flat of the foot into the throat. Mickey J. tolling the count. By the way, for you, those of you in the Orlando viewing area, we will be at the Eddie Graham Sports Stadium tomorrow night. That'll be tomorrow night in Orlando. And then, of course, on Monday the 17th, St. Lucie County Civic Center in Fort Pierce. Monday the 17th in Fort Pierce.
Look at him, asking Hump just for his, whatever Hump needs to say here. Hump is right on thing, Hump. Telling him exactly what to do. The man knows everything when it comes to management.
Here is
Oh, baby.
Manny Fernandez, and he's got his man.
Oh!
Man.
Woo! Lights out.
Came right off the top rope with that man. And I'll tell you what, nobody gets up from that. And Fernandez has one thing on his mind, and that is to punish his opponents. He enjoys punishing opponents at all times. We're seeing it once again. Watch Fernandez. He's got a Diaz diamond up there, and now he overhooks the head. Watch carefully now. Gets some extra leverage there and then drives the man's head directly into the canvas. And Diamond is out. There's no question about that. All right, let's go to Diamond Dallas Page.
That's right, baby. One more time for the 1, 2, 3. I'll tell you, I'm totally elated. What about you, baby? Our heads are together. We got these two Latins from Manhattan. Are they bad or what, brother?
Right here on Nationwide TV,
Woo!
Dusty Rhoads, the king of the PWF, was flat on his back for a 1, 2, 3 ski. And who put him there? My good Latin friends, Nuts' Desi and Xavier Cugat got together.
Que toda la gente latina ya vieron en el televisión y él hicimos a este tipo sueño americano. Lo ponimos para abajo, ¿verdad que sí? 1, 2, 3. Y todos los latinos Miami. Ya le acabamos con este. Los latinos van a ser los campeones aquí de Florida y de todo el mundo. Ain't that right, Daddy?
The uncrowned PWF champ.
That's my man.
Dusty Rhoads, you met your dream. It was so easy and so sweet. Wait till I get you in the ring for the title, because I'm taking it just as easy.
Yeah! That's right, baby. It's going to be 2 meets to 1. The gold right here, baby. Let's go down to these imposing messages. Woo!
Coming to Miami, May 6th at the Knight Center, Homecoming 2.
I am totally amazed at the unmitigated gall that you, Humperdinck, Perez, and Fernandez have in saying that they are the uncrowned PWF champions.
What are you talking about? You were right here. You saw it. The referee was out of it. I don't know what the heck he was doing. All I know is I saw the bull right down here. 1, 2, 3, and right there, Al Perez, baby. Al Perez became, as far as I'm concerned, the Professional Wrestling Federation champion right there, brother.
That's garbage.
Oh, please.
Absolute garbage.
The people all know it. These people here
they don't know it. I'll
everyone
tell you
saw
one
it.
thing, though.
And I'll tell you what,
I don't care
May
where it
6th
is.
all
I
gonna
don't
come
care
down
where it
for
is.
real.
If Fernandez or Perez want some of Dusty Rhoads, they got it. That they'd better do it one-on-one. We've got a matchup coming in the ring, so let's go to the ring, shall we? We've got a Australian tag team event coming up here. Mike Graham and the Italian Stallion facing Jim Backlund and El Diablo. Mike.
What are these people yelling? What are these people yelling?
Mike Graham out there with Backlund right now. Graham locks up, collar and elbow, gets the side headlock.
The ex-champion, like I told the world. And soon, the person I told the world would win it, Al Perez, will have 2 titles.
Well, we'll find out.
Yes, a member of the Diamond Exchange.
Well, there's another talking about tag teams, and we're seeing a very, very fine competitor in there right now, Mike Graham. He and the Italian Stallion facing these two. Speaking of great tag teams and powerful tag teams, that brings to mind, too, one of the biggest tag teams in the sport today, the Commandos. Commando Ray and Commando Boone, 800 pounds between the two of them, 400 pounds apiece. The Stallion tags in. Let's listen to some comments now from the Commandos, shall we?
Let me tell you, everybody, that the Commandos are in the state. And one thing we're looking for titles. It don't matter who it is or who it could be. It could be a single title, like Dusty Rhoads. It could even be a Sergeant Force. But one thing for sure, we're going to run over everybody that did it our way.
Awesome combination, certainly no question about that. Mike Graham back into the ring now. The Italian Stallion had tagged up, and of course El Diablo in the ring. Graham, as you know, a second-generation competitor. And he, too, would like to regain that Florida heavyweight championship currently held by Al Perez. He will have his opportunity.
Let me tell you, man, you just mentioned before that the Commandos, two very impressive dudes, no doubt about it. Only guys as impressive as those two are the big B-A-double-D Bad Steel Man and my main man, Bam Bam Bigelow. It's another Jersey boy there. You know that we're both from Jersey, you know that.
Yes, I'm well aware of that.
covering us now. The chairman of the board was going frantic when he found out that we were the Professional Wrestling Federation. So excited about that.
Well, we sure want to say hi to all of our good friends in New Jersey.
Especially my boys at Murphy's Law up there, the rock and roll capital of Long Branch. Beating the boys, Hollywood, Jimbo.
The Italian Stallion back into the ring now with El Diablo. Caught him very nicely that time, the back of the elbow that stunned Diablo. He sagged against those ring ropes. Snapmare takes him back to the canvas once again. Referee Mickey J down checking those shoulders.
Can't take nothing from this Italian Stallion. He is one tough customer.
Hey, he's twice national AAU amateur champion.
Gotta respect him. Gotta respect him.
Mike Graham caught from behind, and Jim Backlund backing away from it, but that broke up a possible pinning combination. By the way, a special hi to all of the folks at Valley Security in Fort Lauderdale. Of course, Florida Championship Wrestling will be at War Memorial Auditorium in Fort Lauderdale on the 19th.
Oh!
Those tickets are your Ticketmaster locations. Graham has him up, and he may be going for a shoulder breaker. He did indeed. And that could be all she wrote for Backlund, although he is a tough young fellow. Backlund powers out.
You must not have caught him right on that, because that'll put you out for sure.
Graham moves in, back to the basic single leg pickup. Drives the knee into those quadriceps femoris muscles. Makes the tag with the Italian Stallion once again. And a bit of double teaming there, and I can't say I blame the two of them at all. They have had outside interference from Backlund and El Diablo.
No, you are such double standards, Gordy. Oh, my God! He was on the third floor, women's lingerie there, brother.
Backlund trying to tag up, went to the wrong corner, and that's totally understandable, because his running lights are completely crossed. High backdrop that had him all messed up, and that drop kick almost tore his head off. And again, Backlund slips away from a pinning combination.
This kid's blind out there, and he's still going. You gotta shoot him.
Pair of elbows into the chest, and or the face, rather. Mike Graham sets him up. Quick vertical suplex. Graham moves up over the body, cross body press. And once again, a count of two. Graham, moving against his man, jams his head into the turnbuckle. And Backlund has had almost all of the steam taken out of him, as far as I can tell. Mike Graham very quickly moves into that patented figure four.
He's on the ropes. He's on the ropes.
Yeah, he was indeed, I must admit.
Beautiful, Jim. Get that tag.
All right, El Diablo back out there. And Graham, sizing up his man, makes the tag. The Italian Stallion moves back in. Again, they go to punishing that left leg of El Diablo. I'd like to remind all of you, too, of course, in the Sebring area, Fireman Field Pavilion, that'll be on Friday the 14th. Friday the 14th.
There's nothing like seeing super live wrestling. Am I wrong, Gordon, or what?
No, you're not. I'll tell you something. This is tremendously exciting, but it's just twice as exciting when you're there live. I understand that you're going to be in St. Petersburg at the Bayfront Center on the 21st.
I wouldn't miss it for the world, brother.
That's going to be an opportunity for everybody to personally see Diamond Dallas Page.
All the ladies will be there, will be lined up, wanting to become Diamond Dolls. You notice I haven't brought any for a couple of weeks now. Because when I bring the next lady in here, she's going to stun television world.
Well, maybe you'll have her on hand on the 21st at the Bayfront Center.
I just might.
Backlund moving out again, catches Graham from behind, catches him once again. And Graham could be in trouble here. Might be prudent for him to tag up. Backlund, after a brief respite, has some great recuperative powers.
This kid's got stamina unbeknownst to man. I can't believe this cat. Stallion. Walking in there getting a quick kick.
Yeah, look at this double teaming now, and Mike Graham by El Diablo and Jim Backlund. The Stallion trying to break that up. Mike Graham uncorks the right hand, and the Italian Stallion has Backlund, and together, double arm whip, and then the Stallion catches Backlund. And Mike Graham goes for the figure four, and El Diablo is the legal man in. And Diablo is conceding. Diablo giving up. Diablo is giving up.
Here comes my man Hump.
Yeah, well, we'll be going to him in just a moment. Right now, we're watching this as they very quickly double-teamed here. Then look at Stallion catching Backlund from behind with a beautiful drop kick. Mike Graham moves in, as I said before, with that patented figure four. Cinches down on it, and once that pressure comes on 5 points of the leg and the ankle, it is all over, and he calls for the bell. It is all over. Diablo conceding. So, that being the case, Mike Graham and the Italian Stallion are successful.
Let me tell you
Sir
people
Oliver
something.
Humperdinck.
There's a man walking around the state of Florida who is so disillusioned that he thinks that he actually wants a piece of this big behemoth you see standing with me today, the big steel man. And that guy that's so disillusioned walking around in a daze is Tricky Dickie Slater. Well, you know Dickie Slater, you want to go to the streets, you want to go to the real battleground. Well, upcoming in the next few weeks, we've got a tape fist match with you. Brother man, tape him up nice and tight, because I'm going to have the steel man taped up nice and tight. I'm going to soak his fists in brine, making them as hard as rocks. And Dickie Slater, I want the man here himself to tell you what you got in store for you.
Slater, I'm not a boxer. I'm not a fighter. All these are for is breaking bones, breaking tendons, tearing things apart, because I'm an animal, and I'm hungry, and all you are is a large piece of meat, and I'm going to rip you apart, limb from limb, tendon, bone, muscle, pop you, break you, take care of you.
Spoken like a man with a dream and a desire, Dick Slater. I know you want to get your hands on me, but, brother, before you can, you're going to have to go through every one of my men, and you can start with this big dude right here, the big steel man. We're not scared of you. It doesn't matter where or when, Dick Slater. Just get the guts and come on down and try the big fella. And now, we'll be back after these words from our sponsors.
Promotional consideration has been afforded by the following firms. We'd like to acknowledge them at this time. Every time we fly to the Bahamas, we do fly on Bahamas Air. Quick, safe, efficient service with Bahamas Air. And for outstanding native cuisine, we certainly recommend Charlie's Place next to New Providence Nassau Stadium. We'd also like to thank the following folks here in Stateside for the great support that they have given to us here on Florida Championship Wrestling. We're referring, of course, to Affordable Copies, who have been extremely helpful to Florida Championship Wrestling, and also to Carrollwood Office Services. So if you need copier repairs, we suggest that you contact Affordable Copies. And if you happen to be a salesman on the road and you find yourself spending more time filling out forms, why not turn them over to Carrollwood Office Services, 13930 North Dale Mabry. And I think now it's time to go for our next match. This is the six-man tag team event that we've been talking about. So let's turn it to the ring right now.
Listen up, all you functional illiterates. Simon Dallas Page here. Crank up that music. Welcome to the jungle, baby. On their way to the ring. Accompanied by my main man, the Hump. That's right, Sir Oliver Humperdinck. The new tag team heavyweight champions of the world. I'm talking about the Florida Tag Team Champions, the Southern Force. Woo! The Hangman and Bobby Jagger's head. 385 pounds. Big B-A-double-D bad steel man. Good God. Take it on, boys. Hump. Have it going, brother. Back to the
All right, there you see it. The big steel man, the Hangman Bobby Jaggers and Black Bart. The Hangman Bobby Jaggers and Black Bart, of course, the Southern Force, and they are indeed the Florida Tag Team Champions going up against the Bubblegum Kid.
Here's the Hump.
Mike Awesome and Lou Perez.
These boys are a Southern force. Made it quite evident. They came here, told the world that they were going to take the Florida Tag Team titles, and they did just that. You got to respect the team that says that and pulls it off.
Beautiful move by Lou Perez, and went for an early pin on Black Bart. Bart was able to power out a bit early in the match to try that pinning combination on a cross-body press. Back into those ring ropes now. Yeah, they said they were going to win the titles. The manner in which they won them left
Hey,
a lot
it
to be
doesn't
desired.
matter, baby. As long as you win, that's all that counts in this world. Winning. Ask Donald Trump. That's
Next
the richest
week,
man
by
in
the way,
world.
next week, Scott Hall faces the Terminator here on Florida Championship Wrestling. Next week, Scott Hall facing the Terminator, so be watching for that. There you see the Terminator recently split with Johnny Ace, and it will be Big Scott Hall taking him on next week here on Florida Championship Wrestling.
I'll tell you what, this bubblegum kid looks good, don't he?
Well, here's a young fellow that has wrestled ever since he was about 13 years old. He's got it all together. Flying head scissors. As Black Bart back to the canvas once again.
Well, these big heavyweights coming into town, boy. He's beefed up. He's been in the gym. I know he's been working hard. I think it's going to help him against the Diamond Exchange, but, hey, a little bit couldn't hurt.
What gives you an idea that everybody wants in your Diamond Exchange?
Brother, we do control. Hump and I's brains are fused together, like I've said before. And we have all the talent. We have all the top talent. We got the tag team champs right there.
Fused brains. Now, go along with that.
We've got Al Perez, the Florida champion. And we're
Lou
going to
Perez
have...
catching Jaggers. Jaggers now. And Jaggers down. Wait a minute, Dick Slater. Dick Slater, talking to Mike Awesome. And looks to me like Slater's slipping Awesome some money. Yep, that's exactly what he's done. He has slipped Awesome some money.
What is this, brother?
Well, Slater apparently wants in this match. Slater, oh, brother. Big Steel Man caught him with a lariat. Slater.
I don't know what he's doing out there, man. That's not supposed to be... Not in the contract, not the ones that we signed.
Well, Awesome left, so you've got to keep it 3-3.
Just a matter of time. He's just playing with a bubblegum kid, torturing Slater. We won't let him into it.
Well, it is the Big Steel Man now really putting a hurt.
The more I think about this, Hump's right. He shouldn't be even up on the ring. He has no business being up there on the ropes, brother.
Well, I'll tell you what. They're jamming him into that turnbuckle once again. And it is Black Bart pounding away at the Bubblegum Kid. Our time is rapidly running out here. And the Bubblegum Kid caught again, trying to reach over and make the tag with Dick Slater. Well, let's keep our cameras rolling here because it is the Bubblegum Kid caught again. Time is rapidly running out here. And the Bubblegum Kid makes the tag. The Bubblegum Kid makes the tag, and it's Dick Slater moving in against the Big Steel Man. And our time is rapidly running out. We'll see you next week here on Florida Championship Wrestling. Clarence got that sleeper hold on Al Perez in desperation now. That forearm coming across the... Rooster trying to get into the... Oh, wait a minute.
What is this?
Manny Fernandez just came in.
have the opportunity to climb another rung up the ladder. Terminator, I'm going to take you out.
Big Scott Hall, if you think you're going to use me for a stepping stone today, you got another thing coming you'll never forget.
Thank you so very much, and hi everybody. Welcome to Florida Championship Wrestling, sanctioned of course by the Professional Wrestling Federation of America. I'm Gordon Soley, and we've got a tremendous hour in store for you. If you're wondering where my co-host is, my color commentator Diamond Dallas Page, he said he'd much rather be introduced with a little music. So if we may, let's bring on the Diamond Man himself, Diamond Dallas Page, and we'll see what's on his mind for this week. While we're waiting for him to appear, let me also remind all of you that, of course, as you just heard, we will have the big match upcoming. Scott Hall facing the Terminator, and that should prove to be quite a match indeed.
Hey, Gordy, what's happening, baby? Woo!
Welcome
I feel
aboard,
so good
sir.
tonight, baby. You know, let me show you, baby. Since one of my fans sent me this, people have been calling DDP the Cape Crusader. Get ready, all the evil here, baby. All the evil. Professional Wrestling Federation, brother.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's going to take more than a Cape Crusader. We've got a Super Slam contest coming up later
Woo!
on.
That's right, the Commandos, brother.
Right.
$1,000 for anybody who could slam either Commando, brother. Well, I know it ain't happening today. It sure ain't happening tomorrow. Not either one of those two boys, direct from the front line. You don't go that. But I don't want to talk about that. Let me talk. Don't interrupt me when I'm talking, buddy. Now listen, babe. I know you've been looking a little down lately, a little under the weather. You know, I brought you Elvis, I brought you diamonds, I brought you gold. And I got something special here. Crank up that music right now. And let's bring out a little special treat here regarding shut up when I'm talking. Crank up that music. Where's it at? I got a
What
special
have
treat
you
here
got?
for you. Hey, bro, I got a special treat here for you, man. When I get a treat going here, bring them ladies out. Bring them dolls out here. We don't need any music for this. This speaks for itself, brother. You know, me and my man, the Hump, Sir Oliver Humperdinck, that is. We are partying down, taking out a few cold ones out in Tattletales, and I brought a few ladies here just for you to meet, baby. They all want to be Diamond Dolls, you know that is. What do you got to say for them, ladies? Crank it up there for them. Yeah, you can. Come on over here, ladies. Come on over here.
I swear to goodness, I won't need a pacemaker after all.
I don't think so. See, I'm always trying to take care of you, man. I'm always trying to take care of you. This is Sasha, PJ, and Lori. Ladies, lay a big cold one on the man there. That's those cold ones I was talking about, goddess. Thank you, ladies. You were lovely. You were lovely. Thank you, ladies.
Well, okay, we'll see you later, Diamond. I'm going to just go ahead and
I know
leave
you
with
want to
it.
leave with the ladies. I just brought them over here, special treater, liven up the show here, brother.
Well, that's alive, I'll tell you that. We're going to be hearing from the American Dream, Dusty Rhoads. We'll also be talking to the president of the PWF of America, RC Randy Roberts, a little bit later on. Don't forget the big Super Slam. The Commandos have offered $1,000 to anybody that can slam them. That'll be coming up a little bit later on. And some other surprises, so by all means do stay tuned. Right now, we do have a match in the ring. It's the one we told you about last week, and that is Big Scott Hall going up against the Terminator Special Challenge match. One fall, a 20-minute time limit.
You know, Gordon, first of all, you forgot to mention that my main man out there, Sir Oliver Humperdinck's out there at ringside with the Terminator. He is now a part of the Diamond Exchange, baby. I told you I like that Terminator, baby. He's going to terminate anyone who gets in his way, Scott Hall included.
Well, we'll find out. Big Scott Hall, 276 pounds, 6'6". Big man, puts Tom Selleck to shame for looks, as far as I'm concerned. This is a good-looking youngster.
Hey, looks have nothing to do with it. If he stays too long in the ring there with the Terminator, brother, his looks will be terminated.
Homecoming 2 is coming on May 6th, and we'll tell you more about that later on. Some very, very exciting news, and we'll be telling you more details. Good leapfrog by Scott Hall. High hip toss by Hall. Hall charges in up in a beautiful flying drop kick. Terminator in trouble, and Hall crashes down with that elbow, but the Terminator rolled to one side. Hall rolls away from it. Wing over takedown on the Terminator. Scott Hall now an inside armbar. Mickey J is our official referee. One fall, 20-minute time limit.
And he's on the ropes. Get off him. Get off him.
And a spirited crowd here at our wrestling studio.
Loudmouth people from Tampa. That's what they are.
Well, I have news for you. We have people here from all over the country today.
You're absolutely right. As a matter of fact, I can see a couple of ladies I know in the crowd from Kansas City and Minneapolis to see the kid here.
Everyone wants to be a Diamond Doll. Those fine ladies you just saw. Now, there are some fine ladies down there at Tattletales. We found them, brother. Me and the Hump are always out carousing for Diamond Dolls, brother.
Well, right now, the Terminator, I'm sure, wishes he were somewhere else besides in the ring with Scott Hall. Scott Hall, full arm drag and twist, continues to punish the Terminator. The Terminator down to one knee. Scott Hall, very quick step over, in behind his man, and that's the ideal position to be in if you're wrestling. Get behind your man. He sure as heck can't pin you then. Good clean break by Scott Hall. Backs away.
Big deal.
We will be seeing the Latin heartthrob Al Perez and the Raging Bull Manny Fernandez a little bit later on in tag team action.
Two bad Latins there, baby. B-A-double-D bad. Whoa!
Beautiful front fireman carry. Well executed by Scott Hall. Then he crashes down against those biceps and triceps of the Terminator, offering some more punishment.
Stretching some of them ligaments there, baby.
As I said, of course, earlier, all of these matches sanctioned by the Professional Wrestling Federation of America. We are indeed Florida Championship Wrestling, with referee Mickey J checking those shoulders. Sir Oliver Humperdick moves into the scene, offering some comments. I don't know whether he was offering advice to the Terminator or making some comments to Scott Hall.
Brother, Sir Oliver is a genius. The man's a genius. Look at you see what just happened. He just broke away from listening to the Hump. The Hump is a brain, baby. I tell you, I like Terminator much better on his own, baby. He looks stronger every day I see him. Oh, cheap shot by Hall.
Hall with a good forearm across the chest. Terminator, Irish whip, and then caught him with a forearm to the side of the jaw. That rolled Scott Hall's eye skyward.
Big leg, baby, right across that throat there. You know, brother, you were talking about how good looks Scott Hall's got before. He can't get a date. He couldn't buy a date, brother. You know, looks aren't everything. You gotta have a personality, and that man has zero personality. Sub-zero, not personality. A man with personality is a man like the Terminator.
Well, sort of a Boeotian. All right, Mickey J checking with Scott Hall once again, but I have not seen Scott Hall violate the rules.
Grabbed his short tights right there, brother. Hump pointed it out to him.
Flat of the foot by the Terminator, then a forearm across the thoracic area of the back. Irish whip once again. Caught him with an elbow into the pectoralis majors. Now a half chancery. And so Scott Hall's got his problems now. The Terminator keeping him tied up.
You know, Gotti, I just got a note here from one of the girls from Tattletales. They want to talk to you after. They have something they want to talk to you about after the match is over here today.
Well, I got several things I'd like to talk about with them.
Well, I just letting you know that, brother.
Okay, that's fair enough.
A little shy, they're shy.
Yeah, I noticed that. Terminator back on his feet now. Big Scott Hall. A very, very important match for both of these men. Obviously, it'll move one of them up the rung on the ladder.
The Terminator. Anyone in the Diamond Exchange keeps moving forward. Forward, forward.
Al Perez, of course, currently our Florida heavyweight champion, the Southern Force. Black Bart and Hangman Bobby Jaggers, the Florida Tag Team champions. And the Professional Wrestling Federation of America champion, of course, is the American Dream, Dusty Rhoads. Obviously, the Big Steel Man and Al Perez have really got their sights set on Dusty Rhoads.
Well, you know, after they saw him get beat right in the middle of the square circle, speaking of Al Perez, the uncrab. Oh, beautiful! I can't believe that move actually got me excited. I thought, I lost total control. That was a beautiful move by Hall. But Terminator prevailed there, brother. Getting back to what I was saying, when I saw Dusty Rhoads right there in the middle of the ring for the 1, 2, 3, man, Perez, it's just a matter of time for him, or definitely the big B-A-double-D bad Steel Man takes it home, brother.
Well, that's a matter of much conjecture, I must say. A complaint from official Mickey J to the Terminator, and the Terminator trying to explain his way out of it. Once again, they square off collar and elbow, and it's a Terminator driving a knee to the midsection of Scott Hall. Irish whip takes him off the ropes. Oh, caught him with a lariat coming off.
Gotta hook him, baby. Gotta hook that leg.
Big Scott Hall. Having some problems now with the Terminator. The Terminator brought him up a backbreaker. No, sir. Hall powers out again before the count. We mentioned, of course, the homecoming on May 6th. We'd also like to remind all of you in the Tampa Bay area, we will be at the Sportatorium this coming Thursday night. This coming Thursday night at the Sportatorium.
I tell you, sometimes this Terminator just blacks out. I can hear Hump from here yelling, hook the leg, hook the leg. He just, you know, sometimes he just gets totally possessed. He's a brawler at heart.
Well, the name on the marquee is wrestling, and right now he's got a side headlock on Scott Hall. Hall fires him off. Hall catches him a nice drop kick.
Move the belly to belly there,
That'll ring a 9/11 for him, I'll tell you that.
His foot's on a rope, his foot's on a rope, his foot's on a rope. Right there.
Well, we had the bell, we had the bell.
On the rope, baby.
Right
there, his foot's
now
on
the referee explaining that now to Scott Hall.
Beautiful.
Oh, man.
Woo! Oh, beautiful.
The DDT on Scott Hall.
From that, baby.
And Hall was not prepared. He was not prepared at all.
He knocked him so unconscious, you know where he was for a minute there, bro. Woo!
2 pins in that match. 2 pins as far as I'm concerned.
The legal one was right there, baby. The referee went for the 1-2-3 Terminator. That's right.
Well, I don't know about that because Scott Hall, at that point in time, thought the match was over, so he was caught totally unprepared. Now, watch it here very, very carefully, what we're talking about. Watch now. Scott Hall catches him perfectly. Belly-to-belly suplex, drives him to the canvas, has the man down for the pinfall, lateral press. Now, that foot is close to the ring rope, but all right, now, I will have to admit it's over the ring rope at that point. But the referee did not see it. Look at Scott Hall. He's not aware of it. He has his back to the action. He is convinced that he's won the match. He heard the 3 count. The referee gave him that 3 count. Now, of course, there is a protest and there is a discussion going on. But now, watch. Scott Hall is still saying, no, it was a 1-2-3. And he is totally unprepared for any kind of combat at this point in time. This has to be a Pearl Harbor, really. He just barely turned around when he was caught and then driven into that DDT.
Beautiful, beautiful, baby.
Yeah, well, anyway, that one still remains to be solved as far as I'm concerned. They need a rematch. We'll be back. Well, in just a moment, we're going to be hearing from the PWF of America heavyweight champion, the American Dream, Dusty Rhoads. I might point out that his son, Dustin, is still on the recovery list, and hopefully within the next, say 10 days or 2 weeks, maybe we'll have Dustin back in action.
Oh, good. No, who cares, man? Okay. What we really care about is when we saw Dusty Rhoads take the 1, 2, 3 right from Mr. Perez, the Latin lover, brother, and he ain't in love with Dusty Rhoads when he puts him down for the 1, 2, 3 right here on national television, brother. You saw it, I saw it, we all saw it, man.
Well, we saw it, and we also saw 3-on-1, as a matter of fact.
I was like one man was on top of another man.
Let's right now, here's some comments from the PWF of America heavyweight champion, the American Dream, Dusty Rhoads.
You know, last week the situation is the shot heard round the world. Dusty Rhoads pinned on television by Al Perez, the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. Since coming back to the Professional Wrestling Federation and Florida Championship Wrestling, I've had to deal with a lot of adversity. Terry Funk and my own son from my loins, Dustin Rhoads, taken out for 4 weeks in the career of a 19-year-old kid. Dealing with that, accepting the challenge of the Funk, accepting the challenge of the Al Perez's, the Manny Fernandez, the Big Steel Man. Accepting the challenge of the fact is, and get it straight, I left the National Wrestling Alliance because I could not be bought. When I signed on with the Professional Wrestling Federation, I knew it was headed to the top. You were never able to buy Dusty Rhoads, the American Dream. No amount of money can take the love that me and the mass millions across this country have for each other. Now then, Daddy, I will deal with the Terry Funk situation. They say the feud of all feuds. I will deal with Al Perez and the Raging Bull. I will deal with the Big Steel Man. Because why? Because I cannot be bought. And I told y'all, from the great WWF, the great AWA, the great NWA, if you want Dusty Rhoads, the American Dream, come to Florida and get him.
All right, some very strong commentary from the American Dream, Dusty Rhoads. And right now we have the Bubblegum Kid and Mike Awesome in the ring. They're going to be facing Al Perez and the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. And there they come.
Woo-hoo, here they come, led out by my main man, the Hump, baby.
Sir Oliver Humperdinck leading out the Florida heavyweight champion Al Perez and the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. This Australian tag team event, one fall with a 10-minute time limit.
My man, the Bull don't feel like waiting for the bell there, brother. He's ready to crank it up and let's go.
I can dig that. All right.
He had to drop somebody at one of my after-hours club, Norman's Hideaway, the other night. Some guy come up there talking, getting in his face, and it was like 1, 2, 3. He looked at Manny and lights out, you know. Try not to let that happen, but sometimes, you know.
Bell is rung, and it's a Bubblegum Kid moving out against the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. And they meet head-on, and it's a Bubblegum Kid getting the side headlock. So, the Bubblegum Kid taking the battle to Manny Fernandez. Caught him with a good shoulder smash up and over his man. That time a leapfrog by Manny Fernandez, and it's the Bubblegum Kid catching him once again, a full body slam. High hip toss by the Bubblegum Kid. Manny Fernandez has not moved effectively against the Bubblegum Kid.
I spoke about it last week. I told you the kid was coming on, man. He put on some weight. He's been working out in the gym. I think the Bulls just took him a little too lightly now. Now they're coercing in the corner. Things will be taken care of. It's solid now. And to get his thoughts together.
All right, it's Al Perez moving out. Al Perez, Florida heavyweight champion, and he's facing a lot of challenges. Dick Slater sure wants some of him. By the way, there will be wrestling tomorrow night for those of you in the Orlando area.
You know, like you were saying, he is the Florida heavyweight champion, but he's also the uncrowned Professional Wrestling Federation of America heavyweight champion.
Perez caught that time, but he also caught Mike Awesome below the rib cage, and Perez moves back in once again. Once again, the tag is made, and the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez, moves in. Massive forearms across the back.
Oh, yeah.
And he caught him.
Now he's right. He's got to warm up a little bit there, got it?
Awesome in a lot of trouble right now. In a lot of trouble.
Awesome trouble. He's in awesome trouble. Wow. Oh, beautiful.
Flying headbutt by Al Perez. Awesome tried to fire back, but that punch lacked authority. Perez sets him up.
Oh, my God. That guy's going to be 270 pounds.
He's going into that chopper swing.
The Alley-copter, third floor, baby. Oh! He getting up for that, baby.
Wow. I must say that was an impressive duo. The Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez, and Al Perez taking on the team. And here we're seeing it once again. There's that tremendous forearm across the back. Now, Mike Awesome had already been stunned. Now watch Perez. He brings up 270 pounds into that chopper swing. And once you get into that from Al Perez, you can pretty well safely be assured it is all over. Perez now, that giant swing, you begin to lose your equilibrium, and then suddenly he dumps you like a sack of potatoes, and it is all over. Well, let's move on over now to Diamond Dallas Page and to Sir Oliver Humperdinck.
That's right, baby. Right here, last week, you saw it. Shocked the world, baby. Dusty Rhoads right down there for the 1, 2, 3. This man right here, the unheralded, without the crown around his waist right now, but the unheralded Professional Wrestling Federation of America champion. Am I right on?
Diamond Dallas, everybody has been calling and running, saying, I didn't believe what happened. Well, take a look. This is what happened to the American Dream, Dusty Rhoads, with Al Perez on top. 1, 2, 3. And we could have done it all night long.
Let me tell you something, Dusty Rhodes. This man is walking around, whether you like it or not, with a win over you. Talk to him, brother. Talk to him.
You know something, baby? When we came to Florida, we heard about the legends and what it was meant to be. Well, baby, we're the legend killers. And when it comes to rocking and rolling, nobody does it better than the Bull, baby. And now that I got the Latin heartthrob, the Bull. Yeah, we're back together.
Bull, tell him,
the first
baby.
time we were together
Tell
in
him,
'84,
Daddy.
and we caused rampage all over Texas. Now, Florida, get hot and get ready and come and buy some tickets because the Bulls are back and we're going to put out the American dream. Tell them about it, Dad.
You know something, Dream? You're the biggest and the baddest thing in professional wrestling today. But right here, Daddy, is a man that's going to beat you time and time again till I take that title.
Hablarle
And if I
español.
don't,
No
he's
puede
done,
hablar
brother.
latino.
Give it to
No
him,
puede
brother.
hablar latino. No se olvide toda la gente latina que los latinos van a ser el número uno. Y en Miami, cuando vinimos, vamos a acabar con el sueño americano. Let's rock, Daddy.
Hey, baby, let's go to some important messages.
As we told you earlier on the program, of course, we were going to hear some comments from the PWF of America President R.C. Randy Roberts regarding Homecoming 2. So let's go to Action Central right now and Randy Roberts.
Miami on May 6th, the Knight Center. Homecoming 2 will be held. The Professional Wrestling Federation of America is very proud to present a card of wrestling matches that involves various wrestling organizations and individual stars from all over the world. On that night, AWA champion Larry Zbyszko will defend his title against the challenge of Mike Graham. Also, women's champion Wendy Richter will defend her title against Penelope Paradise. For the main event that night, I have signed what many people consider to be the grudge match of the century. It involves two participants that have had an ongoing feud for many, many years. Right now, let's take a look at a recent match which involves one of the participants of that ongoing feud.
Off the ropes, Dustin Rhodes gets a high backdrop. All right, and Dustin Rhodes' adrenaline is flowing now. Terry Funk powers out once again. Irish whip off the ropes. Dustin Rhodes gets him with that big elbow. And Dustin Rhodes comes crashing down again across the chest of Terry Funk. And Sir Oliver Humperdinck has suddenly come in the ring. Sir Oliver Humperdinck.
He's got him. Now there he is, beating on a manager again.
Hey, wait a minute. You just said that anybody who gets in the ring, they're fair game.
Hey,
He's in the ring, he's fair game.
The game was over there.
Uh-huh.
Look at this, beating on a manager.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's he done here? He's hooked that ankle with a chain, apparently.
He's got him right where he wants him. Now Hump gets his just dessert here.
Referee is calling for the bell. Referee is stopping the match. It's gotten totally out of hand here, and Dustin is trapped in that leg and ankle.
Another case of self-defense, brother.
Yeah, self-defense. Tell me about it. Terry Funk in there.
Nothing irritates a wrestler more than seeing someone touch his manager. Nothing.
Oh, man.
Woo! Beautiful.
Oh,
Beautiful.
He's
These people on
deliberately
their
trying
feet,
to
they
break
love
that
it.
He is trying to break it. Hold on.
For the main event in Knight Center in Miami on May the 6th, I have signed the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and Terry Funk to meet in a Texas death match with bunkhouse rules. In that match, both wrestlers will come to the ring dressed in any way they choose. There will be no disqualification. Falls do not count. There will be no time limit. The winner of that match will be the last man left standing. Next week, I will bring to you the rest of the matches to be at Homecoming 2.
Thank you very much, Randy Roberts, president of the PWF of America. And that may well spell the end of one man's career or the other.
Yeah, no kidding. We both know who that is.
Yeah.
It sure ain't the Funk, baby.
All right, we're going to see Mike Graham in action right now, moving out against Jim Backlund. Backlund, of course, PWF Junior Heavyweight Champion. Mike Graham will be facing Larry Zbyszko, the AWA Heavyweight Champion. And Graham is no stranger to Zbyszko, and that'll take place, of course, as we said, at the Knight Center in Miami.
I think that Mr. Mike Graham better worry about Mr. Jimmy Backlund out there right now. Don't worry about Larry Zbyszko.
Quick fireman carry takedown. by Graham, and now it's Backlund catching Graham in a head scissors. I point out we will be at War Memorial Auditorium next Wednesday night in Fort Lauderdale. Next Wednesday night, War Memorial.
Fort Lauderdale ain't no other place I like to party better than that, baby. Except for the Keys, baby. It's back from Isla Morada. Partying down there with Tammy and Trey and one of the lovely dolls of Victoria out there. We were going wild. Trey, man, was drinking up a storm down there with those rum runners.
Well, enough of that. All right. Slam on Graham, and Graham back to his feet once again.
You know, if I was Mike Graham, I'd be really worried now that I think about it. He's got Jimmy Backlund in there right now, one very, very B-A-D-D bad cat, and then he's got to go against Zbyszko. Good God.
Well, I'll tell you
How's he sleep at night, baby? How's he sleep at night?
I would imagine rather comfortably, because Graham can go one of two ways. If you want to pier six it, he's ready. And if you want to wrestle, that's a name on the marquee. He's more than ready for that. Leapfrog by Backlund. Backlund flying again, and Graham caught him mid-flight. Graham has him up, and Graham with a full body slam on Backlund into a lateral press.
Speaking of body slams, baby, it's on today, baby. $1,000. Who can slam a commando?
Yeah, those fellows are 400 pounds apiece. Side headlock now by Mike Graham.
It's like putting the money in the bank and knowing it's going to stay there and gain interest.
We'll find out. Of course, next week, or next Monday, I might point out, Fort Pierce, St. Lucie County Civic Center, an outstanding night of
Beautiful move.
Hey, you got the hand at the Backlund on that one into a full Boston Crab. Yes, sir. And Mike Graham may have some serious trouble here. Oh, there again. See, this is where Mike Graham was a powerlifting champion. Those tremendous, extremely heavy squats. And those powerful leg muscles served him well on that one. Graham driving that shoulder into the chest now. Backlund. Backlund taking a shortcut. Reversal that time, and Backlund up and over, tried to catch his man. Graham hung onto those ring ropes. Backlund's got some problems. Graham in behind him. Belly to back suplex in a beautiful high bridge. Got the count of three. Got the count of three. Mike Graham defeats Jim Backlund.
I'll tell you, baby, let's send this to some important messages. Woo.
The Homecoming to Miami Night Center, May 6th. Match time is 8 p.m. Advanced tickets are available at all Ticketmaster locations. A full card of championship matches, including a girls' title match. Wendy Richter takes on the challenge of Penelope Paradise. In a $10,000 bounty match, it will be Dustin Rhodes and Big Scott Hall against Bam Bam Bigelow and the Raging Bull Manny Fernandez, along with Sir Oliver Humperdinck. An AWA heavyweight championship match. Larry Zbyszko defending his title against the challenge of Mike Graham. In a lights-out Bunkhouse, Texas death match, it'll be Dusty Rhodes against Terry Funk. And then in Homestead, at the Homestead High School Gymnasium, Friday, April 28th at 8 p.m., 5 great matches with all of your favorite Florida TV stars, including the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And then this coming Wednesday night in Fort Lauderdale, War Memorial Auditorium. Advanced tickets are available at all Ticketmaster locations. 6 championship wrestling events, including a special grudge match, Mike Graham against Commando Ray, a Florida tag team title, Black Bart and Hangman Bobby Jaggers of the Southern Force against Big Scott Hall and Gator Kern. In a tape fist match, it will be the Big Steel Man with Sir Oliver Humperdinck against Dick Slater. And in the main event, the PWF Heavyweight Championship, Al Perez challenging the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. With me right now are Big Scott Hall and Gator Kern. And gentlemen, some busy nights ahead.
In Fort Lauderdale, the Southern Force is putting those titles on the line. Now, this is simple. Bobby Jaggers and Black Bart are 2 men to be respected, but 2 men that can't be beat. Because I'm going to tell you something. If you go out there and you got Humperdinck standing in the side, there's always something happening where you get an interference. Let me tell you something, Humperdinck. You stick your nose anywhere near that ring when we've got that opportunity, and I'm going to clip it off, pal.
You know, you can't take anything away from the Southern Force. They came in here looking for the belts, and they find themselves at the top of the heap. Well, loud talking and trying to bully people around ain't going to work against Gator Kern and Scott Hall.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, let's listen to what this group has to say.
Let's all remember that May 6, 1989 is going to be Homecoming 2, coming to the Night Center right here in Miami. But let's talk about the 21st of April in Fort Lauderdale when the Southern Force put their title on the line.
Well, let me tell you something, Alligator Breath and Beanpole. We do brag. We do tell people what we're going to do to them. But you want to know something? You're like so many people before you. You can't do a damn thing about it. So come to Fort Lauderdale and try to shut our mouths and try to beat us.
And then tape your fist up good and tight, Dickie Slater, because I'm sending the big man himself. Yes, the Steel Man, to Fort Lauderdale, brother. Beat him to death.
Let me tell you something, Hump. You ain't got nothing to worry about, because I'm going to rip the top of his head off and pull what little brains he's got left clean out of the top of his head, and then I'm going to take care of him after that.
That's right, at a big man event that night, Diamond Dallas.
That's right, baby. And then you saw it, I saw it, Fort Lauderdale. You're going to see it again. Right now, the present uncrowned Professional Wrestling Federation of America champion, and he's going to take it again in Fort Lauderdale.
Graham has joined me right now, and of course he goes after the AWA title on May 6th at the Homecoming 2. But first of all, you've got to get by Commando Ray this coming Wednesday night in Fort Lauderdale.
You know, that's a tough match. That's going to get me in condition and a lot of training to meet Larry Zbyszko, who is the AWA champion. So far, he's the only champion of the other organizations that has answered any of our challenges. I've been the AWA champion before, and I know he's a little heavier than me, but I've got a lot of experience and a lot of heart and determination. So at Homecoming 2, Larry Zbyszko, if you're out there sunshining and vacationing in the beautiful city of Miami, you better be paying attention. And Ray, Commando Ray, you're going to be my first tour of duty in Fort Lauderdale.
All right, it's all going to happen this coming Wednesday night, April 19th in Fort Lauderdale, War Memorial Auditorium. Get your advance tickets at all Ticketmaster locations.
That's right, baby. Crank up the music, and let's bring out the B-A-double-D baddest man in the land. That's right, baby. At 385 pounds, I'm talking about the Wild Man. Welcome to the jungle, boy. The big B-A-double-D band, Steel Man. Take it home, brother.
Against the Masked Assassin, and brother, the Steel Man is wasting no time whatsoever as he is putting some hurting on him in a hurry. 385 pounds, and he catches him in that massive, it's El Cid, caught him in that massive bear hug. Down across his throat. He is after Dusty Rhodes in the Professional Wrestling Federation of America Championship, and if this is any indication of what is in store for Dusty, it's going to be tough indeed.
Get over here, big man. I told the world once, I'll tell you again, this is the finest professional wrestling instrument today. That's right, at 385 pounds, the big B-A-double-D man, Steel Man. That's right, I'm the Steel, baby. And I'll tell you what, when it came to Homecoming 1, I made a mistake. It was me who made the mistake, not this man. I screwed up. There was a few kinks in our plan, but now, baby, we got all the kinks out. Am I right, baby? And when we get a hold this gold that we got, baby, we're going to succeed it, baby. And this coming gets, we're going to start crippling everyone in our way, especially Mr. Slater the Traitor. Am I right?
Slater's the puke. I'm going to rip your bones out. I'm going to rip the flesh out. I'm going to pull your brain out.
We're not going to forget about it, Slater. You traitor. Take it to these impotent messages. This is the message, brother. Woo! So fine. So fine.
All right, there they are, the Commandos, Ray and Boone, ready for the Super Slam Challenge. They've offered $1,000 to anybody who can body slam them. By the way, you said the man was here, and you'd have him out here. Well, we're running out of program time.
I'll tell you what, brother, when I told you Elvis was going to be here, show, didn't he?
Yep.
When I tell you the man's going to be here, the man's going to be here.
All right, well, we'll wait and see then, I guess. It's going to be interesting to see if either one of these men are capable of being slammed. I'll tell you what, both of them 400 pounds apiece. By the way, the 21st, of course, we will be at the Bayfront Center in St. Petersburg. PWF Heavyweight Championship. All right, the Nasty Boys moving out. That afternoon, of course, a big golf tournament at Oldsmar, sponsored by the Rotary Club, first annual Oldsmar Festival. But that night, Bayfront Center, St. Petersburg.
Tell you what, these boys better get pumped up to get in a ring with the Commandos, babe, direct from the front line.
Well, I was talking to my good friend Jason Oxendine, and I mentioned to him about this slam, and I'll tell you what, trying to slam either one of these commandos is going to be doggone difficult. I have to admit that.
Look at, he's going right for it. I can't believe it. I guess why he's got some strength in his body. He figures he'll give it a shot.
Hey, $1,000 is $1,000. Well, the crowd is certainly behind the Nasty Boys. There's no question about that. They lock up collar and elbow.
Just the kind of crowd here for the Nasty Boys. A bunch of functional illiterates. Look at him trying again, man. What is he kidding me? Got a leg up.
Commando Ray let that full 400-plus pounds just go dead weight. See what Sags is able to do here.
Can't wait till the man gets here, baby. I'm ecstatic.
Well, seeing is believing. I'll believe. He's got him up. Almost had him. Almost had him. He missed with that one. He got him up a full body slam. A full slam. He got him with a full body slam. What do you mean nobody saw it?
Nobody's seen it. The referee's backwards, so that's the man who counts it.
Hundreds of thousands of people watching just like I am saw it, that's for sure.
Yeah, they just saw him throw him right out of the ring there, brother.
Well, now, Knobs being attacked by both Boone and Ray. The Commandos have him. They bring him up for a
there
full
was
body
a body
slam.
Oh,
my man, double.
Body slam. Woo-hoo.
Double.
Slamming on the body, brother.
Oh.
You got, the referee has got to see it. You know, that's like a stipulation, brother, in any kind of rules.
Well, say what you will, nonetheless, we saw him slammed. As far as I'm concerned, we definitely saw him slammed. Yep, there he goes, outside the ring.
We're looking for this body slam, am I right?
Well, that happened just before
We're looking for this body slam you're telling me about, right? Right? Here it is. You're absolutely right. Now I know what you were talking about. There's the body slam you were looking for.
I was not talking about that body slam at all, and we'll check on that maybe next week or sometime in the future we'll be able to get it on. And this, 800 pounds down across the chest of Knobs. It is all over. And what can I tell you on that? I saw the man slam the Commander.
I saw him slam. Oh, he slammed Knobs. Didn't he slam Knobs, right? I saw him slam Knobs.
Yeah, he slammed Knobs, but before that, Sags slammed Commando Ray.
We just had an instant replay. The boys in the back would have put up the right one. It's quite evident there, brother, but the referee's got to see it to begin with. Referee's very important here. Here's the man! The man is here! With my man, the hump!
Well, I'll tell you what.
That's right. Woo! This is what I promise you. See, don't doubt me anymore.
I don't want to scream and holler on this television as I have heard Dusty Rhoads do, Gordon Soley. I want to tell a simple story for you, simple-minded people out there. Once upon a time when I was a child, I had a jackass. My father walked up to that jackass, cocked a gun, and blew that jackass's brains out. Now, I said to my father, "Daddy, why did you do that to my jackass?" He said, "Because that jackass was fat and useless." There are some fat and useless things in the state of Florida. One fat thing that is useless in the state of Florida is the city of Miami.
Oh, come on now.
Because it is fat with pollution and decadence. And the only reason that I would go into that rat hole is to rid this state of something that is also fat and useless. Fat on its own ego, that is the PWF champion, Dusty Rhoads. Yes, you are the world's champion. But yes, I am here to wrestle you in a Texas death match. But why can't you, Dusty Rhoads, Why can't you put your belt on the line? You and Randy Roberts, the president of the Federation, are ducking and dodging who? You are ducking and dodging Terry Funk, because I am down here with a reason, and I am going to that stinking rat hole to accomplish what I've wanted to, and I will accomplish it.
We'll find out on May 6th. That's for darn sure. And I think we've had quite enough. Yes, indeed. We'll be right back.
All right.
Promotional consideration has been provided for Florida Championship Wrestling by the following firms. Our special thanks to Bahamas Air and Charlie's Place in the Bahamas. And here on stateside, our special thanks to Affordable Copies, only $35 per hour for copy repair. And Carrollwood Office Services at 13930 North Dale Mabry. Ask for Cynthia if you have any secretarial needs of any kind. Also, Gulf Southern Enterprises, painting and drywall contractors, and to DeVoe Paint. Now then, we have some very interesting situations upcoming, and let's move on now, if we can, over to Sir Oliver Humperdinck.
Sir Oliver Humperdinck here with the Florida Tag Team Champions, Mike Bart and the Hangman Bobby Jenkins.
You know, Hump, they're crying, they're moaning. Dustin Rhodes is coming back. Well, who are you going to get now? Who are you going to get?
Your partner, Dustin Rhodes. You're going to get your legendary, the man that him and I have both tried to put on wrestling for years. I'll tell you what's happening, Humperdinck. You got Kurt and Graham. They're on us like a bunch of dogs. And then you got the Nasty Boys. They're the same thing. But like I'll tell you all, Daddy, you're all broken down dogs trying to chase a car. What are you going to do when you catch us? The only thing is, we're champions, championship material. We party at the nicest place with the Diamond Dallas Exchange, right there at Norman Jeans, brother. And you know why? Because we are the greatest tag team that ever hit this peninsula.
Spoken like true champions, gentlemen. Now let's go to the ring for our next big event.
In the ring right now, Steve Kern and Dick Slater against the Gladiator and Rick Diamond.
You know, God, that's true. I did have Southern Force down there, Hump, Manny, all the boys were down there partying down at Norma Jean's Dance Club right down there in sunny southwest part of 4 miles, baby. Tearing it up. You know, I want to make a couple comments back on what my man, who you didn't think was going to be here, the man who was here, Terry Funk was here. He made it simple enough for even these functional illiterates to understand him, so he spoke very slowly. So even they could understand him, baby. You know, he had a lot of good points there. You know, I thought he expressed himself perfect.
Steve Kern's got the sleeper hold. Steve Kern got the sleeper hold on Rick Diamond. And in this Australian tag team match, 1 fall television time remaining. And the referee is calling for the bell. The referee calls for the bell as Steve Kern dispenses Rick Diamond, and Dick Slater had earlier dispensed the Gladiator himself. And so it is indeed a quick victory for the team of Kern and Slater. And obviously, of course, they're looking to gain that Florida Tag Team Championship. Here we see them in action now, and Kern moves in, and notice the skill with which he applies that sleeper hold to Rick Diamond, forearm across that carotid artery. I might point out now, for all of you youngsters who are watching this is an extremely dangerous, lethal hold. Please do not attempt it on your friends. This is a lethal hold. But it was Steve Kern putting Rick Diamond into Knoxville, and certainly congratulations on a very quick victory.
Put him out! Thank you, Gordon. Put him out! First of all, Latin Heartthrob, Al Perez, and Manny Fernandez, the Raging Bull, out here boasting about how they're going to take down a legend. Well, let me tell you something about the people in between you and that legend. Al Perez, you were this close to going to sleep last week and losing that Florida heavyweight title. So in other words, Mr. Latin Heartthrob, you and I have got some unfinished business, because as of right now, you have not beat me. You have not even come close. So you are going down, and I'm going to take that title away from you, Mr. Heartthrob.
Mr. Slater?
You know, Gordon Soley, I live, I breathe, I walk, and I talk the danger zone. And when you got people coming in from all over the world for a lot of different reasons. You know, Terry Funk come in here running his mouth. Dusty Rhodes going to close it up real quick. But I'm going to tell you right now, Diamond Dallas Page, I haven't forgot the night that you put the thumbs down on Dick Slater. Well, the Steel Man may be big and bad, but, brother, I have got more fight in me than any man that you can ever think to put in front of me and tape up their fists like two animals in a ring and beat each other half to death. Well, let me tell you something, Steel Man. You may be able to beat Dick Slater, and you might not be able to beat Dick Slater before it's all over with. I'm going to get beat up. I may get a busted eye, a broken nose, a few teeth knocked out, but Steel Man, I'm going to knock you until tomorrow if you give me the chance, my friend.
Well, all right, fair enough. May I just say one thing, gentlemen? Obviously, as a tag team combination, frankly, in my opinion, you two have no peers.
It's simple, Gordon. It's called survival of the fittest. Dickie Slater and I have been around for a long time, and we're not going anywhere. The state of Florida is our home. We're representatives of Florida Championship Wrestling, and we wrestle for the PWF, and that's all any of our opponents really need to know.
Thank you so very much, Dick Slater.
I don't like to get real upset all the time.
What?
But there's a lot of things that's been upsetting me. Humperdinck, Diamond Dallas Page, and a few other. And Dick Slater, as crazy as I might be, and off the wall sometimes, as you know, will take care of business, believe me.
Fair enough. Next week, here on Florida Championship Wrestling, we will be seeing the AWA heavyweight champion, Larry Zbyszko, in action. That's next week. Larry Zbyszko will be in action here on Florida Championship Wrestling. Now, a special word, don't forget, this coming Friday night, wrestling at the Bayfront Center in St. Petersburg. And next Saturday, of course, will be the Oldsmar Days, the Armadillo Races in Oldsmar, Florida, the Oldsmar Festival. And tonight, wrestling in Nassau. Wrestling in Nassau, New Providence, Nassau Stadium. On behalf of Diamond Dallas Page, this will be Gordon Soley saying so long from the Sunshine State.